Right, folks, we've started our descent, and unfortunately this aircraft is really bugged out when it comes to the altitude window. There's nothing I can do apart from disengaging the autopilot right now to be able to sort out the altitude. The PFD is just stuck at flight level 190 at 19,000 feet. No matter what I select, no matter how many different things I try to do, it just does not want to. It just does not want to descend down to 6,000 feet. I don't know whether trying to engage flight level change mode is going to do anything. You can see that if I try and do it, it just wants to put that speed that it just doesn't like it. It really doesn't like it, and I'm really not too sure why. For this is the first time now that we're actually descending that I can see vertical speed working. I wonder if I try and engage the autopilot again, what's going to happen here? Let's see if we can try and get it. It just didn't want to play ball with me. I tried various things, and it really didn't want to play ball with me. I think the only way that I've actually been able to get it to work now, potentially, is by putting our cruising altitude here at flight level 60. That might have done the job and been able to get us into vertical speed mode, which is all I really wanted. So, okay, that's a good sign. We've been able to re-engage the autopilot, and we can use vertical speed mode, and then hopefully I will have calculated that, that descent point well. We've already set the altimeters just before I started recording, so sorry that you missed that, but local altimeter down on the ground at JFK is 3008. Yeah, I've got to be careful with a little bit on speed here. We've got a little bit of fast speed, so let's just use the speed brakes a little bit to help us as we make our way turning over the top of Athos now. Okay. Great stuff. I think the lateral navigation's fine. I've had no real issues so far, touch wood anyway, with the lateral navigation in this aircraft. But the vertical navigation is a little bit all over the place. I think we're good. I think we've descended a little bit too early as well, which is fine. I mean, you know, I'm kind of just eyeballing things, but actually if we look at the range display, we're still actually only 14 miles away from Loves. So I don't really need to be descending anywhere near as fast as I currently am. I probably initiated top of descent way too early there. And, you know, I talked about the maths calculations and haven't abided by the maths calculations, but I was just really worried about that autopilot mode going wrong. And so I've initiated it a little bit early. It's not the end of the world, though. We'll just chill. We'll have a nice steady rate of descent. I'll keep it really nice and relaxed for the passengers. And I guess it means that we'll get down a little bit earlier to see the nice views of New York, hopefully, which I'm really looking forward to see. So once again, join me back in the flight deck when we are a little bit further to our landing into JFK. Okay, we're actually doing all right so far by the looks of things. We've got 7.7 miles until we reach the waypoint Loves now, descending through 7,700 feet. I've kept it chill. As you can see, I've brought our speed back to maintain 250 knots below 10,000 feet. At the moment, it's hovering bang on 250 knots, so that's fine. The landing lights have come on as well, below 10,000 feet. Now, some people I'm sure are going to be asking in the comment section, Matt, why don't you just press the VNAV button? The VNAV button in this aircraft is not something that I like to press at the moment in its current state, I'll be honest with you. Again, I know it's a default aircraft, and I don't want to compare this thing to third-party payware add-ons like the PMDG 747 because it's just silly to try and compare it, you know, between those. But the way that it calculates altitude restraints in the aircraft is pretty weird and is a little bit all over the place. Like you'll see at the waypoint Catod, it says below 3,000 feet, and then at the next waypoint, which is Malda, it says above it. And it's got Malda in twice. So it's just a little, again, you know, I like this word, a little bit clanky. So that's why I'm choosing not to use VNAV, just because I feel that I have more control of the aircraft when I'm using another mode. I would preferably like flight level change, but if that's not going to work for us, then vertical speed will do the job. And as you can see, we've actually, by complete luck, managed to find it not too bad. We've just crossed over the waypoint Loves. We're about 500 feet high, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not too bad at all. I'll take that. We've still got quite a while, though, before we head on in. So what I'm actually going to do is let's cheat a little bit. Let's say, you know, whatever the hell our call sign is, Boeing 747, turn right, heading 190 degrees, vectors for the ILS approach, runway 13 right. So let's cut out some of that arrival. and we'll kind of just chill. We'll reset our MCP altitude down to 3,000 feet, where we should be able to get the glide slope today. Yeah, I'm not too sure why there's a restriction at 6,000 feet for Loves. It's probably to do with, you know, air traffic control in the local area. New York is a very congested area of airspace, and so they probably got these low restrictions, even if you're far out from the airport, just to be able to try and control your altitude so you don't get in the way of any other traffic at the surrounding airports. So we'll keep a nice chill descent right now, and then what I'll do is I'll come back into the flight deck again and start recording once we start to lower some flaps, ready for the approach. Okay, we're back and ready for final approach now. So I think now's a good time to start to think about slowing down the aircraft and lowering our altitude down to about 3,000 feet. So we'll continue with that vertical speed mode. Now I need to be really careful of that vertical speed mode because I don't expect it to capture the altitude of 3,000 feet. So I might have to manually manipulate it back to 0 again just to hold the altitude. I think one thing that I've really learned from this video so far is that I need to do a little bit more work in terms of altitude stuff. I thought flight level 190 would be perfect for this kind of a flight route. Way too low. And then, you know, we were able to cross that restriction at Loves at 6,000 feet. However, it really was way too far out for us. We could have carried on and cruised for a little bit longer. See, there's another aircraft in the air. Not too sure where he's off to. Looks like he's having great fun. I'll leave him to it. Stay out of my way, sir. So we're still on that heading that we left on earlier on, 190 degrees. We're moving back to 220 knots. Now at the moment, we're still quite a way out, but I've just got this nice chill rate of descent in. So let's start turning towards Catod, and then we'll see if we can cut in on the arrival a little bit earlier. The altimeter's changed now. It's 3009er. Altitude restriction wise, Zulab, we can be as low as 1,900 feet. At Catod and Malde, we want to be at 3,000 feet. You can see here on the primary flight display that we've got the localizer and the glide slope now showing with the magenta diamonds. The diamond here on the left-hand side of the screen shows that we are to the right of that localizer, and the magenta diamond here showing above the middle of this white bar shows that we are below the glide slope. Speed's back at 220 knots. Let's take the first notch of flaps now. So flap 1's coming into place. Ooh, the aircraft is going to react to that. Ooh, she doesn't like that, does she? Let's see what happens. All right, chill yourself. Chill. You're fine, aircraft. Tell you what, let's go all the way down to 1,900 at Zulab, and then we'll turn in a little bit earlier, shall we? And you can see that glide slope slowly coming in. The glide slope is successfully identified, IRTH. That's exactly what it is on the charts, with 111.4. 14.5 miles it's showing to run there, and ILS as well. So that's all absolutely perfect. Let's keep that speed coming back now. I've got no speed bugs on the window, so we're just kind of guessing here. We'll select flap 5 now. Still nicely below the glide slope. And then in just a second, we'll turn in for the approach, shall we? Why have I got heading 226 in there? I don't know. Making this up as I go along. Right, let's turn towards Malde. And we'll bring back that rate of descent still, just to help with that speed. But all's looking good at the moment. It's tricky. This is the thing. When you're flying an aircraft of this complexity on its own and you're doing quite a lot of work, it's very difficult sometimes to look out the window. I have to say, the level of autogen at the moment is a little bit lacking. I'm not too sure why. But the autogen levels here. Again, this is a preview build. I'm not seeing a whole lot of autogen out the window. There's the airport, though, of course. Right, still looking really good in terms of the speed and the altitude descending nice and slowly. We're in no hurry today. And we'll take one more further right-hand turn to then establish on the localizer. Still looking great on that glide slope. A good kind of area to aim for in the 747 is flap 10 at 10. So at 10 miles until touchdown, flap 10 is about what you're looking for. And as you can see, we've got 10.7 now. So, I mean, we could take it now. So flap 10. Right, that glide slope's starting to come in, so we'll increase that descent rate just a tad, and then we'll make a further right-hand turn. Let's go 270 degrees, and we'll arm the localizer. Let's see if it captures it now. It's going to be very interesting. I'm just going to let the aircraft do its own thing here. I'm interested to see what it does. We've got lock and GS hold, and now it's gone into heading hold mode, but the aircraft is swinging us around to the left. Oh my goodness me, yeah, we should not be on that mode. Okay, that did not want to work, did it? It's okay, we can recover. This is why I kind of wanted to make sure that we were fine with altitude and speed early here, in case anything like this happened. Just because then we can sort it out as need be. So it's going to shoot us through the approach here. So, no, that's not the button I wanted to click. So we're going to keep that heading coming all the way round. Until it brings us back onto final. That's very interesting that it did that. No idea what that was about. No idea why it decided to do that. We'll keep it in heading select mode for now. Is it going to capture the localizer by itself? We'll see, we'll see. Bring back that vertical speed now, and hopefully we can try and get the glide slope. All else fails, we are visual with the airfield now, which is the most important thing. Looks like it's turning itself back on. Okay, let's see if the glide slope captures next. Capture? Is it going to keep up with VS? I think we're just going to have to go VS. So looking for about 700, 800 feet per minute. Let's go gear down and flap 20. We'll bring our speed back even further. And I think what we'll do here is we'll take out the autopilot because it's not playing ball as I would like it to. So we're going to make sure that we can arm the spoilers if it will let me do it. I think they're armed now, they're good. We'll put some more lights on over on the top here. And then we're visual with everything else. We'll bring our speed back. And we'll select the last stage of flap. So flap 30 going in now. Bring our speed back. I'm you know, eyeballing this in terms of the speed. So we'll say about 150. And I will... Oh, my frame rate. Hello. We'll take up the auto throttle now. So the auto throttle I have control of. Well, no, I have control of the throttles. There is no auto throttle. And we'll also disengage the autopilot, which doesn't work on there. It should work on here. Oh, it does. Nice. Oh, there we go. So the autopilot's out. Slightly through the localizer, just because I've got about 5 things to do at once. But we're looking good, I think. Flap 30, landing gears down, speed brakes are armed, auto brake 3 selected. We've got all the lights on. Bring us back on course now. Speed's coming back nicely, and we're all right. Let's add a little bit of trim. Try and keep us on glide slope. Okay, nice. I'm happy. I'm happy. It wasn't exactly the best approach in the world, but it did the job. And we're still flying, and we're on final approach for our runway of choice. That's the most important thing. One thing that I would like to do that's rather distracting me right now is to turn those flight directors off. There we go. 1,000 feet is checked. We're stable. Keep that speed coming back. There we go. We're looking good now on the localizer and on the glide slope. Let's see if we can hold it. Still trimming the aircraft a little bit. Not quite happy with those speeds. Just got to be careful with that. Again, I'm just eyeballing the power and eyeballing these speeds and hoping that it's okay. No idea what that little beeping sound is. It keeps happening in the sim. No idea what it's all about. Oh my god, the frame rates. Just dropped to 16 FPS then. 500. Wish me luck, folks. What do we reckon? Butter or a slam? What do you think? Look at the view in the distance. Right, shut up, Chewie. Concentrate.
300. 200.
Oh my god, there's an aircraft on the runway.
50. 40. 30.
Right, sit it down. Come on, get down, please.
10.
There we go. Right, get the nose down as quickly as we can. Speed brakes up. Hopefully. Full reverse. Reverse as normal. Frame rate is terrible. Really struggling with the frame rate, but we're down. Okay, manual brakes. Forward idle. And there we go, we're down. Woo! I didn't spot that aircraft on the runway until we were over the top of him. He probably had the scare of his life. But ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Welcome down to New York JF Kennedy, where the frame rate is really struggling. And we've actually stopped the aircraft somehow. How much power are we going to need to get it going again? Let's see. Not in reverse mode. It's just holding there. Right, how much N1 do I need to put in for us to move again? Well, we're stuck on the runway. By the looks of things, I can't move. We're full power now. It might have been a brake issue. Okay, we're good. We're moving again. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're good. We're okay. We're okay. Right, let's disarm the auto brake. I think I had to tap the brake, my physical brakes again for it to do it. And then we'll select flaps all the way up now. Okay, we're good, folks. Fear not. Fear not. Take off the weather radar. So yeah, my frame rate's struggling at the moment. I'm getting about 25 FPS. This is a handcrafted airport, and I am running my settings very, very high. Everything from ultra and high, so I might need to tweak my FPS a little bit more. Hopefully it didn't look too laggy for you guys watching on the video. Obviously, I'd really love some feedback about today's videos, folks. Let me know what you thought of it, whether you like this kind of style of video, whether you think that I performed terribly. I still make mistakes. I'm by no means perfect or anything like that, but I try my very best. And I hope I do a good job for you guys. Right, APU can get started up now, and we'll go and park straight ahead of us, so screw it, turn everything off on there. And we'll go and park next to the United Airlines A380, which I know everybody in the comments section is going to have an opinion about. And I can't wait to see it. Okay, we'll move straight forward here. Try to not run over Gary, Harry, Barry, and Larry. Thanks for waiting out for us, guys. Much appreciated, but please don't get run over. That would be a horrible end to the flight. Getting some stutters as well. I think I need to review my settings and have a bit more of a tweak around when flying these airliners in cities like this. Again, this is a preview build, so nothing is final. Oh, God, he's walking in front of the aircraft. What are you doing? Gosh, damn it, Larry. Or is that Harry or Barry? I can't remember. Get out the way. Okay, that'll do. We'll leave it there for now, I think. I know we've stopped early, but just for wing distances. Ooh. They're not having a good day at work. Okay. Right, parking brake can be set now. APU should be... it's already on the gens. It wouldn't normally be. You'd have to select it to go onto the gens, but it is on the gens. So that should mean we should be safe for engine shutdown. We would release the passenger signs now. We'll turn the beacon off. And we would do the hydraulics, and we can do the fuel pumps and stuff like that as well. There's not really a whole lot that we're going to worry about doing here, to be honest with you. But there we are. Welcome to New York JF Kennedy. As I say, I will certainly review my settings and try to get things working in a little bit better fashion. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Yeah, I hope it was good fun for you all to watch. We're not long away now from the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I cannot wait for all of you guys to get your hands on this sim. So if you did like the video, please leave a like. If you want to see all the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator content, subscribe to the channel. And of course, any feedback or any nice comments and things, always welcome in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video, guys. See you again soon.